Okay. Hello, everyone. This is Daniel. I hope I'm live right now. All right. Again, this is Daniel, and I am live, and I'll be talking to you about why this is the most important right now and why you're in absolute danger. So, for one thing, why are you in danger? And you're asking me, how am I in danger? So, the simple answer is all right, have you heard of COVID 19? Okay. That's a long term, surprisingly enough. But what if you die of something else, like hemorrhoids? Like, not just hemorrhoids, but just saying, what if you die from your body just collapsing on itself? Things like that. And what if you die of a heart attack and you don't even know about it? What if just by jogging outside you have a heart attack and die right there, and nobody knows about it because, let's say, in a country or you're in a city and people don't even notice it? Things like that. And you have a heart attack in the city and you die, and people just walk away from you like you're just you're a homeless person, and someone else sees you too late, or maybe you're in the town and you do have a heart attack when you jog, but you get there too late. Or how about if you're really there's a lot of scenarios, or maybe you just have a cancer, like a pancreatic cancer, you don't even know about it, but you just have a headache, you don't even know that's pancreatic cancer, and you die. What if you have, let's say, a hemorrhage where your intestines bleeds, and then you die from that too? Or maybe you tear in the stomach and you die. Okay, so you're wondering, okay, what do I do now? And you're wondering, okay, this life is just gonna pass on, I'm gonna just fall asleep. Well, if you're just gonna fall asleep, then why would you live this life on Earth in vain? Like it's not like it's no big deal. Like you don't live your life except you're gonna die, and you can do whatever you want, but you're just not gonna have the consequences in the end, except for prison. And even then, you try to avoid prison, but you still, I mean, you're still not gonna get away with everything, like partying and all that. And there's actually trees outside. There's a blue earth, and we breathe oxygen. There's animals. So what created everything in the beginning? What started all this? And you're wondering, okay, well, it just started by the Big Bang. Well, it's unorganized. Big Bang is unorganized. It just is an explosion. An explosion destroys everything. It does not create life. It does not create molecules like life. It just destroys that. Look it up on scientific ways an explosion destroys life. And how does this explosion create life? And you'll just find out that it doesn't make sense. It does not all add up. So that way, there's a creator. There's a creator that saw this organization and saw a mess of the earth. So then, first he created light, but then first he saw that the earth was a mess. So he created the earth in this shape that it is right now. Then he put life on it to take care of it. Then we put us in charge of life. And okay, you're wondering if that sounds a lot like the Bible. Okay, so it is. Now, wondering. Now, some of you won't believe this, but some of you are wondering, well, what about my life? I don't believe in this God, but however, you're starting to make sense with me. So, what should I do if this all adds up? If the Bible adds up and then everything else doesn't? Well, for one thing, look at the Bible for reference. Then, first, look at Genesis for those that are not making sense for that. Then look at John, the first the first book of John, not just the actual number one book, but the first book in order. Go after I think it's like Mark or Luke. Go after Mark. I think. Yeah, those two. After Matthew, like two books after Matthew. I think it is like two books. I don't know how to look at that. And then go to John after Matthew, then read John, and go to 3:16. For God loves the world so much that He gave His only begotten Son, that whoever should believe in Him should not have death but have everlasting life. That is the beginning of knowledge. Is the fear of God is the beginning of knowledge, not just actually scared of God, but actual respect of God. And actually, from how I got saved, I had a fear of hell. Like, I was afraid that I was going to go to hell for life, because I was, for some of you that know, but for those that don't know, I was a Satanist. So I became a Christian by becoming saved through the Bible. So look at John 3:16 and look at all the way through John, and just look at the book and just see where it says those that don't believe in Him shall have hellfire, and then basically go in the lake of fire. Things like that. So for those that don't believe that this is real, they're going to figure out in the end what it's all about. So there's a lake of fire for the demons. It was not meant for us, but there was only one choice: to be with the demons. That's not what God wanted, or to be with Him for what He really wanted. Because there's only two choices: the devil or God. So really, if you pick God and believe in Him, you're set for life or heaven. Now, this is what I mean by salvation: that if you pick God and believe in Him, believe that Jesus is real. Most people do, and almost everyone does. And my point to that case is, Jesus is real. But do you want to choose Him, or do you not want to choose Him? Choosing Him and accepting Him into your life means that you believe in Him and admit that you're a sinner and that you need Jesus. And then, once you admit that and you believe in Jesus, just call upon Jesus to basically call on Him and tell Him that you want Him into your life, have mercy on you for your sinner. That is true salvation. Just by believing and accepting Him into your life is true salvation. So, if you're wondering, so for others that are wondering, what do I do now? How do I it's that good feeling, If you have the good feeling of rest and peace, you're saved. That's all you need to know. But now, your work is not done yet. Right now, all you need to do, if God gives the time for you, is get your life back together. And if you have the God-given time, just tell people about God. And then after telling people about God, then learn about God even further. And after learning about God even further and knowing Him by the full truth, preach about God on YouTube. And after you go on YouTube, go to Bible school. And after you go to Bible school, maybe you should be going part of the church, a missionary, a preacher, or anything that is aligned with God that He wants you to do. And in the end, what life matters the most is being saved and then saving others. That's the only thing that matters. Because saving others is actually attributing life to Jesus, from attributing the life of a soul to Jesus. So basically, Jesus wants people to save people. Jesus wants people to be saved, and for the people to save others. That's works, but then how is salvation part of works? It's not. There is no works in salvation. However, if you get saved and then immediately after you're saved and you die, there's no works attributed to that except for being saved. And you're sent to heaven. And God will say, good job, faithful servant. For you have done things for me, which is one, for salvation. And things that you have done will surprise you, like actually visiting people in prison and preaching to them. Also, basically helping the homeless people, giving them clothing. That's all spiritual. And you're saying, well, I haven't done that. How is that even possible? He'll say, if you've done that to me, you've done that to the least of people. So basically, he's like a person that, I know it sounds funny, but silly and all that. But basically, believing him is like helping a person that's homeless, and accepting him into your life is basically like helping a person that's in prison get his life back together, you know? It's probably the most beautiful thing they can do to the person that needs the most help. Also, pray for other people. Pray for other people that they may be saved, because this world is about to end. And you don't know if the world will end here or soon or later. You just don't know. Because honestly, haven't you seen what the world is like? It is a mess. It is a hot mess. People are protesting here and there. There is lawlessness everywhere. And it's getting worse. And then there's wars and rumors of wars. And all kinds of things that are happening. Like kingdom against kingdom. If you read that part of the Bible, like especially read things like part of Matthew, you know. I know it's in Matthew somewhere. Probably at Matthew chapter 24, yeah. Matthew chapter 24. Read that part and think, wow, is that really what's happening today? You should be thinking about that, you know? And getting on the boat and just, you know, and witnessing to other people that you've been saved. And then read Matthew chapter 24 to people and help others, because this ship is sinking. This boat is sinking. And soon you will realize that people will absolutely need you. Like they've needed me. Maybe you've needed me. I don't know you personally, but you know, Jesus is waiting for the last person to be saved, okay? All right, I'll be done now, okay? Bye.